Hi guys, it's Daniela again and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm super excited because I'm going to be reviewing the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag palette by none other than MannyMua. It's actually MannyMua. Anyways, I've been super excited about doing this review. I've heard good things about it. I've not really heard any bad things. I've tried not to watch any reviews on it just so I don't know anything about the palette beforehand. So if you're excited about this video, continue watching and let's get started. Hi guys, so I've obviously primed one of my lids already. I have not set it, but I will only be doing one eye on camera just so I can save time. So let's talk about the actual palette itself. So that's the front. So at the front it's a rose gold effect with Life's a Drag in gold, but it's like raised, and it's also got glitter in it. It's got a crown, and then at the back this is what it looks like. And on the back of the palette it says that it's cruelty free, it lasts for 12 months. It has Lunar Beauty's website, the Instagram, and then Manny's YouTube. And then it has like a little dedication part, so I'll read it. I dedicate this palette to all my makeup lovers out there. We are all queens. My first experience in the makeup world was in drag, which is why drag has been such an important influence in my life and will always be. I've worked so hard to come up with a beautiful mix of neutral and bright colours that blend effortlessly. I know you have fun creating sickening looks with it, as much fun as I had creating it. Thank you for all the constant support. Life's a Drag wouldn't be here without you. So that's really cute. You dedicate it to everyone who enjoys makeup. And yeah, it just says like the ingredients and stuff and kind of all the boring stuff. So the packaging is really nice. I do like the packaging. It does not feel cheap and like really like thin cardboard. It actually feels like a thick material. And then the actual palette looks like this. So it's got his eyes, and his eyes look thick. And it's just got Life's a Drag, which is also raised. This is like hollow, so if you move it, it changes colour. Then at the back it just says Lunar Beauty, Life's a Drag, and colour palette. Also has the socials, it has the net, like the grams, made in the US. It has one of these thick plastics, and then this is what the inside looks like. So it has a mirror that's not a full mirror because it has got like a decorative part over it. Like, it would be nice to have a full mirror, but I'm not that bothered by it. Also on the mirror it says be a queen, which I really like, that little touch. So with the palette you can actually bend the back all the way, which I really like. And then this is the colour scheme of the palette. So you have like brights over here and then neutrals over here. You have two shimmers in the middle. And I don't really consider this a bright. I would use this as a neutral myself as well. This palette also comes with a shadow brush. So it's got like a fluffy kind of tapered blending brush and a packing brush. The brush seems fine. I'm going to try and use it today. So this palette cost me £37 on Beauty Bay. I know that you can get it in America in Morphe stores. Obviously we don't have Morphe stores. And obviously you can also get it off the Lunar website. So I think that's all the information I need to give you right now. I'm going to swatch some of the colours just by hand. And the way that I pick up swatches is very lightly. I do not dig my fingers in. I don't see the point. So here we have Kiki, Pageant Queen, Shady, and then Hunty. Black swatches really well. Those are really just quick swatches on my hand. So now I want to swatch Cake Face, which is the white, Campy, which is the yellow, Beat, which is the shimmery pink. Let's do Snatched, and let's do Fishy. Okay, so that is the swatches. I'm just going to put it on my fingers. On my hand, shall I say? And I'm literally just putting them on them. I'm not gonna do anything dodge. Okay, so that's how those swatch. So I'm just gonna set my primer with the shade Cake Face, which is the white. It's definitely brightening up my primer. Okay, so now that I set my primer, so I'm gonna go in with my M573 by Morphe, and I'm gonna take the colour Kiki. That picked up quite a lot, so I'm just going to put this just on the outer V for now. And I am going to have to build up this colour, I think, because this colour is going to be quite a just faint wash of colour. So I'm just still picking up Kiki, and I'm just going to build that up. And I am taking this colour quite high up just because I want to. Okay, so you can definitely see that it's there. So on the same brush, I'm going to go in with Fishy, and that picked up a lot of colour as well. I'm just going to take this into my crease as well. So I'm just going to build up the colour Fishy and Kiki until I get the intensity that I want. So I'm going to use Manny's brush and pick up some yellow and just go over it a little bit. And then I will blend this out. Because that makes like a really nice green. Just going to go in with a clean blending brush and just make sure there's no harsh lines. So now that I've built up the colours as much as I want, I'm going to go and cut the crease. So I'm just going to use my concealer to cut the crease. And I'm just going to blend the lines just with my finger. So I'm going to blend this line and the blue with the purple, just using a flat brush, just to pack on the colours, and then I will blend them out. I'm going to take the purple into my crease a little bit. So far the colours are blending fine. So now I'm going in with a clean blending brush just over the purple and the blue, just to see if I can make this a little bit more seamless. When you mix the purple and the blue, it comes out like a darker blue. So just FYI. So now that I've done the purple and I've blended it out to the blue, it's created quite a nice dark blue now, which I'm liking. So now I'm going to pack in the colour Kiki, which is this pink here, on the inner portion of my cut crease. So now that I've patted the pink, I did use glitter glue. I used NYX glitter glue just to make sure it was more vibrant. Because there was so much powder down already, it wasn't picking up the vibrancy of the pink. So I'm going to go off camera, do the rest of my face and this eye, and then I will be back on camera to finish off the eye review. So I'll see you in a bit. Hi guys, so I'm back. So as you can see, I've done a lot. So I've done the rest of my face, I've put lipstick on, I've put lashes. Took me a while, but I did it. So I'm going to do my lower lash line now. So for my lower lash line, I'm actually going to switch it up. So I'm going to go in with Kiki and Fishy on this eye, and Pageant Queen and Kai Kai on this eye. So it's like the lower lash line will be different. I'm a bit scared because this could completely ruin the look, but let's go for it. So I'm going to go in with Kai Kai first and just take this into my lower lash line. And I am going to bring this all the way into my inner corner. And now I'm going to go in with a smaller brush and I'm going to go in with Fishy just on the outer part. I am taking it in as well because I want to still be able to see the Fishy and Kai Kai. So I'm going to drag Kai Kai as well further down just so you can really still see it. So I'm going to go in with a bigger fluffy brush and take Kai Kai further down. So I'm actually going to pick up some Fishy on a flat definer brush and take that closer into my lashes. I'm just patting it on. Okay, so that's one eye done. So now I'm going to do the other eye. I'm going to go with Kai Kai on a big fluffy brush and just try and blend it further down. Now I'm going to go in with Pageant Queen, which is a purple, and take this closer to the lashes. Now with a flat definer brush, I'm just going to take Pageant Queen and take this close into my lashes, like literally rub this all over my lashes. And now I'm going to go in with a clean fluffy brush just to make sure all of it is blended. And now I'm going to go in with a clean brush and go in Cake Face, which is the white, and I'm going to take this into my inner corner. And that's just going to lighten everything up. So instead of actually putting like a shimmer there, I'm just going into Cake Face and using that just to lighten it up a little bit. Now it's time for mascara, so I'm going to go in with my Revlon Lash Potion mascara. So this is the finished look using the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag palette. And let's talk about some opinions that I have. I like it. I do like this palette. I'm not disappointed that I spent my £37 on it. I'm really happy that I did buy it in the end and I supported Manny. I know this palette is something that I will travel with and just use on the daily or whenever I want to create a look, but I don't know what I want. I will reach for this palette because it has basically everything you need in there. It has two staples colours, whites and blacks, that you could lighten any colour with or darken any colour with. It has a yellow that if you mix with this creates like a green. So it kind of has a lot of colours that you can mix to create other colours with. I will go through all the colours I use. So I did use some of the black. I didn't do it on camera just because I was going over my lashes and my liner with it and it seemed pigmented. I would actually tap off the excess with this one. I don't feel like it's extremely pigmented that it's kind of scary. It's still scary to me because it's a black shadow. I'm kind of intimidated by black eyeshadows, but it's not overly pigmented. But it's not a bad black at all. I've had worse blacks than this. So the white shadow I like. You do have to build it up to get it to be this white, which I think is kind of expected anyways. But yeah, I do like these two shades. I like the fact that he put in a white and a black. The other shadows I used was, I used the tiniest bit of the yellow and it seemed fine. To be honest, I didn't really use it enough to give you an opinion on it. So the bright colours that I used the pink. I really like the pink. I do think that there is fallout in the pink, but it's nothing too bad. Especially for bright colours, they're really not that bad. I've had worse. I think my Sephora palette has much more like fallout than this, and I still use it, and I haven't hit pan on any of the shades, and I use it quite often. So that's my opinion on that one. It is really good. You don't have to build it up too much to get it to an intensity. The purple, same thing, really liked. Less powdery, really pigmented, very easy to work with. Both shades very easy to work with, very blendable, no problems at all. With this colour, I think I mentioned it already, you do have to build up this colour to get the intensity that you want. Blends out fine when you do get the colour, but you just have to build it up. It's quite a sheer kind of pigment. This one doesn't have a lot of powder, like a lot of kickback. Does build up pretty well, blended really well. This colour here has like particles of like satin in there, so it's not like straight matte like the others, but once you put it in your crease and you blend it out, you really can't notice. I couldn't notice the difference. So those are my opinions on the shadows so far. I do like it. I will be using this palette, of course. So the question is, would I recommend it? And yes, I would recommend it to anyone who likes the neutrals and the colours and will work with all the colours in there. Has a reason to buy this kind of palette. For example, for me, I obviously wanted to support Manny, but also I wanted a palette that had all these shades in one. So when I do travel to like family or abroad, I can just take one palette and be done with. Like I can literally create loads of looks with this, whether it's like everyday, neutral or glam, or I can go creative and nuts and go all out and use some colour. So that's the kind of reason why I bought it. It's a palette that you can use from day to night, or you know, natural to glam, or just natural or everyday kind of look to something creative and peacocky and bird-like I have right now. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this palette. It is £37, so it's not the cheapest, but I don't think I mentioned it in the beginning. The packaging is sturdy. This feels sturdy. Like, I know if I drop this, I don't think the shadows would crack in here or shatter, which is great. This feels thick. She's a thick girl. Like, this does not feel cheap. So I can really appreciate the fact that I paid £37, but it does not feel like I shouldn't have paid £37. This is a palette that, honestly, I would have displayed because it's a work of art. Like, his eyes look stunning. I really like the fact that he's put Lunar Beauty here. So if I did actually end up like storing my palettes like this, I could still see that it is this palette. I definitely think this is worth £37 on the formulas, the colours and the packaging alone. I think it's so well done and it's such a good thought out palette, I think. I think the packaging is done brilliantly. So yeah guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know in the comments down below. Give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.